everyone, welcome to Nero's Tarot. I hope all of you had a good week, and today's reading we will be doing on for the month of December, and to just understand how the energies are, and then we'll take it from there. So let's start. I'm going to be placing 4 piles, and then you can choose one pile from there, and you can move ahead each pile reading. Got pile 1 here. Pile 2. Pile 3. And we have pile 4. Okay. Just to help you, so you've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I'm just going to place some small objects here. You can see this is a small penguin with a hoot here. This is a very small elephant. Pile 2. This is a small dwarf, a garden dwarf, garden elf, and we'll use this one. It's a small fairy and her house. There you go. This is on pile 4. Take a moment or pause the video if you need more time, and choose the pile that resonates with you more. And let's start with pile 1. Sorry about that, I think the camera went out of focus. So pile 1, let's start your reading. Just going to keep your card here for the last. We'll have a message from the moon, the month of December. Right. Put the messages. Pile 1. I'm going to take this questions said. Energies for the month of December. Please. For pile 1. Okay. And then, okay. One more card, please. Okay. Let's clarify these cards more. Take this a little up. Can we clarify the maturity card? Flowering card. So pile 1, we have your cards. So I think what I'm seeing here is that there is a lot of inner growth that has happened, or that is going to happen. You're blessed, you will realize, and I think it's more to do with the kind of work that you have really done well, which is again so beautifully mentioned by the Queen of the Four of Pentacles. And can you see the card that this person is actually holding the purse to herself? It's obviously, she is holding it on because she's probably put a lot of hard work in those possessions of herself. And well done. I think you will be able to go ahead and do that kind of hard work, because that energies are showing that there is an inner growth. Definitely that wealth is of the inner growth that's happening for you. So you're going to be blessed. This is a much more spiritual card. It's an inner growth. Can you see the flowers inside the person? That is the inner beauty that's going to come into the picture, and you're being blessed with that in the month of December. I think the next card is all about again, this is such a beautiful card. It says that once you mature, you realize that the ability, I'm seeing a lot of balance of energies, and the ability for you to be able to share the joy with the surrounding. You can spread that happiness, and also sometimes what happens is you feel that if I start spreading, would there be anything left for me? No. I think what happens is when you actually spread joy and happiness, it actually grows, right? So don't overthink it. It's because you find a sense of lost, sometimes mind actually starts speaking to you in different tones. You feel a sense of desolation and isolation. No, you're actually being blessed with that energy, and it's a spiritual transformation. And as well that and I think somewhere you would really do well in terms of money as well, and you have the ability to share the joy. Go ahead and don't let the mind control you or say otherwise, because if you let the mind control you, you will start feeling a sense of desolation and isolation. Don't let that happen, because the energies are saying otherwise. On the other hand, the last card, the card is actually trying to tell you that sometimes when we try and project ourselves of what we are actually not. So let's say if you are so I'm just going to try and explain it to you with both the cards here, right? You have planted a seed, right? When you've planted a seed, can you see this person here? When you've planted a seed, it's going to take time. It's going to take time for the plant to grow and to bear fruit. You have to wait. There's no other way. There is no other way than waiting for the plant to grow and reap. It's a time of waiting, and you have to trust in the divine that it will bear fruit, and give it the necessary energy, give it that necessary time, and for it to grow, right? Here what I'm feeling is sometimes what you do is like you try and project what is not. Let's say if something is going to come to fruition, let's say after 3 or 4 months, then when we go ahead and say that no, it's going to happen just now, just wait for another 10 days, it's actually asking you don't show the real self, because it's going to take time. Have that patience, and don't go ahead and show something which is not, right? And in reality, it's going to take patience. It's going to take time for things. You have actually sowed the right things, but you have to just wait for things to come into the picture. If you're telling someone else about the scene, and if you've promised someone, it's going to take time, right? But you have to wait. Of course, it will come to fruition, but you have to wait. Let's pull some more cards from just the Kipper deck. So, those are the Kipper cards that we have an imprisonment card here. And then the next card what we have here is of a privileged lady. Sorry about the light there. Can you see this? Yes. So what I feel is that I'm not. So in terms of your own feelings or a certain, in terms of your own, I think this relates more to a little love life. And you're feeling a little isolated. You're feeling desolated. There's a lot of isolation feeling, which I was saying that you may undergo if you don't think through. Or with the Ten of Cards, Ten of Swords here. I'm seeing that this privileged lady, a person who probably enjoys luxury, who loves beautiful things, may just help you come out of that imprisonment feeling that you are undergoing through, right? So there is some energies of that around here, but then there is another mature person. So just pay attention to ladies in your life, to the female energies of your life, and I feel that this person, either the person is not going to be, just okay. So I think let me put it this way that whatever counsel that the mature person is giving, I think there's another mature person who would obviously counsel or offer advice or offer about their opinions about this relationship. I think double check the, I think be cognizant of the information that you're receiving. Don't take it blindly is what I feel. That's a sense that I am getting out of this card right now for pile number 1. So whatever advice you're getting, think through it and see if it really is working out for you, right? So be a little wary and don't take everything at the face value. And lastly, let's remount what is the Moon Oracle telling you. Oh wow. So the moon is actually trying to tell you, look at the card, it's actually trying to tell you it's time to release negativity. It so ties up that, the kind of imprisonment feeling, the Ten of Swords card. And I said, don't feel, you have to, cleanse yourself, maybe, check the surrounding energies around you, go for a detoxification, do a meditation, let go of any negative energies because the energies of the month are good. You have a maturity card, you have the flowering card where the goddess is actually blessing you with that. Make those energies work for you, but by releasing the negative energies, because the moment the negative energy is going to come into you, it's going to work against you and not for you. So I think that's the main critical. Maybe just have a salt water bath, before you sleep in, wash your feet in rock salt water. Wipe your feet very nicely. Don't let the water remain on your feet and sleep off before you go to bed. And maybe just go for a nature walk. I think what happens is when you feel a little positive energy, when you feel that fresh air, it helps you detoxify. Take time out for yourself. Don't dwell on the past things. Look at what is in front of you and what energies are surrounding you, right? I think that's what the card is actually trying to say. Overall, a good energy. Also understand that the energies are based on what we have currently, what we are thinking. All of us can move forward and make it better with the way that we think and how we act upon them, right? Hopefully you have a fantastic month ahead of you. Pile 1, thank you. Welcome pile 2, and let's start your energies for the month of December. there comes your cards. Let's clarify these cards a little further. So pile 2, we have the first card, which says that, it's the big breakthrough card, which we have the King of Pentacles here. So I just feel that, if you had any kind of an issue or problems that you're going to face, you're going to find a definite solution. And I think the solution also that you're going to find is, a mature solution. It's not something that you're going to do, in an instance. Because can you see this person sitting here? It shows a mature person who's very calm, who's very focused, and who's probably had a lot of experience, right? So that solution, I think the energies are trying to tell you that, you probably may take the help of a mature person who's going to give you that kind of a solution, but you're going to be able to find a breakthrough with any kind of an issue that you are going to face, right? And that wise counsel is actually going to be the right, solution for your problem, and you're going to be able to break through any issue that you're going to be facing, right? Well, I don't know, even in pile 1 I saw a little spiritual journey here, but I'm seeing here as well that see the sharing card and see the Ace of Swords here, right? So it's the mind. The Ace of Swords again is the mind, which says that there is going to be light. Can you see the light here? I'll just try and show it to you. See the light here and see the light here. It's actually telling you that you're going to be able to receive the light to really come up with a new idea. Ace of Swords is actually going to, either get a new idea, and also there's a lot of abundance here. See, can you see this card here, the sharing card, that you have a lot of abundance, and share that abundance, with others as well. It's going to be fantastic for you. Either that's going to lead you to do something better, and maybe sharing also enables you to come out with some kind of a new, idea for you to move ahead. And I think here it's actually more than an idea. I feel it's a connection to the divine. You're going to be able to connect to the divine energy, right? The top part of your head also is the top chakra, the last chakra, and maybe you'll be able to, realize the chakra there, the opening of the chakra. So I think it's the goddess has again blessed you with that abundance from within, and is asking you to share your love with everyone around you. The last card is actually asking you. The last card here is actually asking you, you're going to be probably in a situation where, you're going to be feeling that you're stuck between two things, and how do I let go of, any of those situations. This person is literally hanging from two buildings, The only way down is to let go of one, because either ways you have to fall. Sometimes it's just trusting of the divine and moving ahead. And I also see the other card, which the woman is holding onto a pentacle. Can you see this? That's a white bird. I just feel that, the person is actually choosing. So sometimes instead of, thinking about what the mind is telling you, listen to your heart, right? and maybe you'll have to, you have to just trust in the divine and let go of everything and fall. Because what happens is, I think that's the right way to go, because either ways, and don't feel guilty about it, you have actually worked hard, uh, for whatever you wherever you are, and sometimes you have to let go of things because those things are not necessary. And here I think it's asking you to choose that particular, listen to the heart, because and then go forward with it. There is a divine blessing on that choice that you will be making, and it will be the right path, because you have actually, I'm really seeing a lot of hard work that you have done, but sometimes you have to let go of things that you don't need to, and you have to choose a certain way forward with it. But again, even that way forward is actually going to get you a lot of abundance. There is no other choice. Sorry about that phone ring, just give me a sec. Sorry about that, folks. So see, this person is actually holding on to one of those pentacles there, which is obviously fruit of the person's, she's really put in a lot of hard work, and that's why she's able to, choose. So if you definitely feel that you have to let go of something, trust in it. Let go sometimes, and if there's an imbalance, work on it. But either ways, abundance is there for you, right? Let's pick some more cards from the Kipper cards. Three cards, please. For pile 2. A message of concern. A sudden wealth, okay. And a journey. Okay. The first card is actually saying that sometimes you may just receive a message of concern. But I think that message of concern is again saying that you will be able to break through that message of concern with the help of a mature person, the counsel of a mature person. So guys, nothing to worry. Even if you get it, you'll be able to find a way out of it. Can you see this card of sudden wealth? So you're going to come across a sudden wealth. You're going to be able to convert that message of concern to your own self, and then find that kind of energy to make it happen into the wealth that you need. So I'm seeing someone may just come up across with some kind of a sudden small bonus or some amount of investment probably that you've long done and forgotten about it, and suddenly it's come and you just got some returns on it. So some blessing is coming your way, because the goddess is here. She's showing you the light, also in the spiritual growth, and I think in physical money terms as well, right here. And here, when the person is stuck between, they're not able to move, okay, and the card here is actually telling you have to take the journey. You have to let go and you have to move. So when you fall, you're going to move into a journey, and the journey is essential. Okay, some people might just may take a actual physical journey. For some it would be actually letting go of certain situations and moving ahead in life. But either ways, you have to take that journey ahead to go forward in life, which is very critical. Let's take the last card from the moon. What is the moon trying to tell us? Oh wow, it's the moon is actually trying to tell us it's a time for healing. I think, guys, if there is a certain time that we are, if we have, if we if we have faced a lot of situations, and we sometimes we are kind of self-defeated, that we've worked really hard for sometimes, see here in this card, I'm trying to think about what is the connection here as well. If you've really worked hard for some certain things, and I was trying to tell you that you may have to let go of certain things, take that journey, take that spiritual journey wherever you need to go, right? You may need to let go of some certain uh, negative energy around you, and let the time heal you. It is a time of healing. It's a very again, it's more of a spiritual, because unless and until we heal from inside, we'll not be able to move forward. This is the time for healing. I think even for pile 1, we had a lot of spiritual growth, because and healing, and that's how you will mature and move forward for your life. See, can you see this crescent moon? Because that moon has to grow, so the time is there, and I think the energies are blessing you with the ability to heal. Use it and let go of the negative energy, because as the moon grows, it's going to go into that, the light is going to come into your life, and bless you with abundance. Here the light is here, the goddess is actually blessing you with abundance, and use those energies wisely and make it work for you. Right? All the well, I really hope you have a beautiful month of December, and just use the energies wisely, team. I hope whatever challenges or goodness that you receive in terms of opportunities, you're able to use it, and hopefully this reading helped you. Thank you. Welcome, pile 3, and let's start with your reading. Please help us. Thoughts for pile 3. Let's clarify these cards. It's already a story building. The outsider. So let's start with your first cards. See the small child here? He feels that the gate is locked, and he will not be able to go out, right? And ideally, what, the gate is actually not locked. It's just that I don't know if you can see it, the lock is actually open. The person is not able to see it. They feel that the gate is locked. And see, can you see this, that you feel that you have to move on? The yak is loaded with all the the goods that the person has, and we have to move. Right now, I think what it's actually trying to tell you is that the gate is actually not locked. If you feel confined to a certain situation, if you feel that I'm not let go, you actually need to let go. It's all your mind. It's the mind which is telling you that you can't, but you will be able to let go. A certain situation where you probably have put in an extreme amount of hard work to be where you are. Or it could be a situation where, it's actually playing on your mind constantly, but it is the mind which is trying to tell you, and it's not that it's actually in reality, you will be able to get through. So I'm just going to try and show you the next card as well, the next pile. Can you see the cracks? Can you see, and also see this, the woman card is actually isolation. And see this, the isolation, but you'll be able to, once you're able to realize and let go of that feeling, and you realize that you will be able to move ahead, you'll have to, take the time to heal. You will be able to find the cracks in the eyes. You'll be able to break that wall. Yes, it's going to be a little tough. It's not going to be easy, but you will be able to do it. Because once you're able to do it, you will realize the Sun card. And that's so beautiful. That's when you realize that whatever you were holding on to was not actually right, or was not necessary for you. It's such a contradictory card. Can you see? This is ice and there's fire. There's water and fire. It's that you have to break through this. The energies are going to help you to break through that, and you're going to be enabled to, embrace the energy of the Sun and be full of life, right? Okay, this is also connected here. So see, when you're going to be able to break through the eyes is when understanding is going to dawn on you that it was just that the cage was already open. See here, I'm just trying, it's okay. You felt the cage was closed here, right? You have to realize it's not. You'll be able to break through. And again, see that, see the third card. Here the bird thinks that he can't. See the birds outside the cage? It's just about moving, taking that step ahead. It is open. You don't allow the condition of the mind. Just move ahead. The card is actually saying, go ahead, take that journey ahead. You will be able to move forward. The bird is actually calling out. The Knight of Pentacles is saying, come out and enjoy the journey ahead. The world is beautiful, and you just need to step out. The cage is open. Realize that there's nothing that's going to stop you. The Sun energy is there. You will feel a lot of light coming within you to move ahead. So, whatever blockages or whatever you feel, it's not a situation that you will not be able to get through. You're going to be definitely, you will be able to get through any situation, because it's the mind that keeps telling you that no, we can't do that. It presents you with a lot of different options of not going to, it's not going to happen. You'll not be able to get through. No, you will be. That's what the cards are trying to tell you. Let's take some additional 3 cards from the Kipper. So you can cut that out. Okay, the same card that you received. Journey card. Okay. Interestingly, we received the same 2 cards for the other 2 piles as well. So here, can you see this journey card here? Just going to keep this. The gate is open. You will be able to take the journey. Open the gate and move ahead. Can you see this person is moving ahead? It's sometimes letting go of things, and the person is actually going to be able to move ahead. For some, it could mean a little journey, leaving a certain areas, leaving a certain spot, but you have to take the decision of moving ahead, because that's what it's asking you to do. Maybe that's a place that you've really put a lot of hard work, but sometimes it's necessary for you to open the doors and move ahead and let go of certain things which are not necessary for you, because that's where it's good for you. You have to move in the right direction. In this, I'm just thinking that there's some person, listen to some at the advice of an older person, right? The mature person is actually going to help you with the wise counsel, because she's going to lead you to the light, right? And she's a person. I mean, if someone there's some older person in your family, and specifically a female, it could be a mother, it could be a grandma, or any of your relatives, who's older. If they offer you advice, I think it's with a sense of enabling you to make the transition from that ice that you feel that you're so restricted in your heart. It's such a hard feeling, and you will be able to move towards the light. Listen to that wise counsel, pay attention. There is a message coming your way. The last one, we have a message of the lovers. So you know what? I think here it's more of self-love, is what I understand. Is because the moment that bird in that cage is just going to realize that there is no bar in front of me and I'm going to fly out, that's when you realize you're able to love yourself. So can you see these birds out here? You're going to move out. You will be able to move out. And self-love. And you have to realize, and maybe for some, when you step out of this cage, you're going to find a beautiful relationship waiting for you to happen, right? And I think that's why I said there's a journey for you to take ahead. The energies are going to help you find a much more grounded energy, to find that balance of either of a love from another person or even self-love. But I think it's here, what I'm seeing is, it's for very few people that I'm finding that you will be able to move ahead and find another person who will kind of bring that stability to your relationship and not make you feel isolated or entangled or claustrophobic. You just need to step out. The energies are there. It's such a beautiful card. I hope you're all able to make use of these beautiful energies. I think in all the other two piles as well, I'm seeing a lot of breakthrough, spiritual transformation happening. And let's also see what the Moon Oracle has for you. Oh, the Moon is asking, if you can see the card here, the Moon is asking, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? And what do you need to move? What do you need to release to go ahead in life, right? See that. And I think it's all the three cards are trying to tell you that you need to just release that thinking that you can't move ahead. You will be the energies, even the Oracle of the Moon, just figure out, you need to let go of something to move ahead in life. That feeling of bondage, that feeling of imprisonment. There's something much more better for you out there, right? You just need to move ahead and realize that the bondage is just there in the mind. Beautiful energies overall. I'm seeing a lot of transformation in the month of December for you. I hope it's not going to be an easy journey, but the point is, it's not going to be tough as well. It's tough again only if you make it tough. The energies are going to help you to make that beautiful. You're going to realize love. You're going to realize the sun energy here. It's up to you, your own self, and that's where the transformation is happening for pile number 3 as well. I really hope the universe blesses you with the energy to make that transformation, and you will be able to move ahead. And I think that's the path. It's the last month of the year, and to move ahead in the next year, a much more balanced, a much more stable, with stability, you will be able to move forward. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed the reading. Welcome pile 4, and let's start. Please help me with the energies for pile 2, 3, please. Okay. other world. Let's clarify the cards. So if you can see this. So pile 4, here your cards are. Can you see this pile of slowing down? The card is actually trying to tell you slow down. Can you see this 9 of Swords here, where the person is sitting and holding her face and she is so tensed. She is so tensed. I think it's all about, I think you're having so much of stress. It's actually trying to tell you, slow down, think. I think sometimes here, I think it's more of actually even physically slowing down your physical actions because it's stressing you out too much. And also, let me show you this card. Can you see this white bird here in all these black? What happens is, if you're not going to slow down, you're not going to be able to realize that blessing that's coming your way. There is a way out, but you have to just slow down your thinking process and physically slow down the things that you're doing, because that's when you're going to be able to realize that there is something which is coming right. Because if you're not, you're going to move ahead and not realize that blessing or that message that is coming down for you. So guys, literally, physically slow down. Stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. The next card is actually, can you see this? We are the world here. So I think there's a major transformation here happening again, which is definitely clarified by the death and rebirth. Guys, don't be so scared about the death and card here. See, when there is the world here, it moves. The world is rotating. It does not stop for anybody. But it says that, when you join with humanity, when you dance and joy with everybody, is when the joy spreads. And I feel that there is some major transformation happening. Can you see the red cloak here? Sorry about that. So can you see this person in that red, kind of a hood? And can you see the light within? That means the transformation is definitely necessary for that light and for that beautiful scene to come out. So it's going to be, the transformation is definitely necessary. You're going to go through a major transformation, but that is what is required in your life. Sometimes what they say is only in celebration do we go beyond, the circle of birth and death. So here, I think there is the transformation, the dancing that is going to happen. You're going to undergo a major transformation, but it's going to be beautiful for you. So if there's something going to be taken away in terms of, and when death comes, I think here it's actually trying to tell you that it's going to be death of some certain things in your life which are not necessary. It's more to do with your feelings. It's more to do with letting go of certain things, but go with the flow. Don't think that you can beat it, right? And if you're going to try and hold on, it's going to be harsh. It's going to be really harsh. You will feel that a jerk. Sometimes you feel that the floor has slipped from under your feet, right? Don't. But if you go with the flow, if you go with the energy transformation, I think that's when it'll be really, really smooth. But it is such a critical thing for it to happen, for you to move ahead in life, right? it's necessary, such a major transformation coming for you guys, but for the good, see, all those folks are dancing around the world. Okay guys, now here there's a compromise. I think it's just trying to tell you that you may just encounter a certain situation where you may have to end up compromising on certain with someone, but be extremely careful with the compromise. Think twice, and don't hold on anything back when you actually settle for a compromise. Go all the way out, put your points across, ensure that the outcome of whatever that the person, whatever the situation is making you compromise for, is worth your time and energy. Only then you will be able to enjoy. I think it will work out in your favor only if you do that. Be very, you may have to compromise, but ensure that the compromise that you do works out for you in the long run and you're able to enjoy. It could be don't let it disturb you. So don't be in a situation that you are not comfortable with. I think that's what the card is trying to tell you. Make sure, think through it and double check it. Don't agree to anything at the first go of whatever compromise that you have, and don't hold on anything back when you actually settle for a compromise. Make sure it's working out for you as well. Here the figures are more really focused on themselves as to what they will gain out of the situation, but I think the card is trying to tell you, ensure that you are able to pull out something for yourself which is going to work out beautifully for you. That results in the 10 of Cups, and you will be able to enjoy life. It's more of a situation here for the long term, right? So it's a long term decision that you will end up making here. So whatever decision, whatever compromise that you reach is going to affect you for a very long time. So think through it, be very, double check. It's going to work out in your favor, and don't hold anything back. Let's pick out some more cards from the Kipper deck for you. Okay. Patient. Let's look at the cards. Can you see this despair card? And this card. Look how similar it is. It's guys, I don't know why I feel that it's someone without, I don't know, it's someone, I think it's for some less people. If someone does not have a job, guys, there's something coming your way, right? But don't despair and slow down. Sometimes what happens is, when you don't get some certain things, you feel that it's not going to happen. But I think there's an opportunity coming your way. See this here, this opportunity, but this opportunity is of hard work, right? It's physical hard work. You're not going to be able to, it also means a certain self-employment, that you're going to be able to start something on your own. But whatever it is, whatever you come up with, that it actually is going to involve a lot of hard work. So guys, be prepared. And this hard work is what is going to be able to make your transformation journey. It's not going to be easy. You have to put in a lot of hard work. There's no other way. That's what I was saying, is that go with the flow. If you're going to resist it, you will be made to do it, right? Rather than go with the flow. And and I think the card is actually trying to tell you to work hard. For some, it also could mean physical meditation, that you have to actually sit and meditate. For some also, it could be that when I'm saying an entrepreneurship, it also could mean that you may have a certain set of qualities that actually you can make it as an occupation, someone who loves certain doing, because I think that's when you make it, you'll be able to enjoy that journey ahead. So just think about, guys, in case you do not have a job, but for the rest as well, either ways you have to work hard wherever you are, because it's actually making that hard work is going to actually bring about the transformation that you definitely need to move ahead. And guys, look at this card. It's the unexpected income. Guys, just I think it's remember, guys, that I was talking about this compromise situation. Ensure that you will be in a situation where you have to actually properly compromise, but the compromise, if you move it in the right direction, there's some unexpected income also going to be coming your way. So work the situation to an extent that works out in your favor, because that's going to lead to that unexpected income, and that unexpected income goes a long way into making your life for you and for your children, or making your life, see, can you see this beautiful rainbow? So it's going to add that, again, small bit to your funds or necessary savings for your long-term goal. So just be a little wary of the card, but make the right decision. Think through it, read through it. If in case you're going to do any documents or any kind of a financial situation compromise, just think through it, right? Lastly, let's just check what the energies of the moon is telling us. The energies of the moon is actually trying to tell us nothing will come of the situation. Guys, I think this card, is actually trying to tell you that, if you're going to be holding on to this, you will not be able to come to this. You will have to let go of that thought process or a certain thing and work hard. And sometimes, here, can you see this transformation card? The death and the rebirth? I remember I was saying that, you have to go with the flow. Trust in the divine and surrender to the divine. Here the moon basically, relates to the goddess. Believe in her and move, and you will have to let go of something for you to move ahead in life. So with the current thing, you will not be able to move, because nothing is going to come out of the situation, and you would have to go ahead, take that journey ahead. When there's a full moon, it starts again reducing. That means some amount of whatever, let's say, for example, I'm just giving you kind of a metaphor. If you have a negative energy, you'll have to start slowly letting it go. That's when the moon size decreases. It's a waxing moon, and then once the waxing moon goes, again there's a the growing phase of the moon. That means you have to start reducing certain things in your life for you to move ahead in this journey, and that's signified by the death and the rebirth card. But it's going to be, put the time and effort, surrender to the divine. If it's actually trying to tell you also to meditate, connect with the divine, because that's where you're going to get the energy to make this transformation happen. But again, you are blessed. It's saying that it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful for you ultimately. It's going to lead you to this unexpected income. It's going to lead you to this, right? So it's a beautiful journey for you ahead, guys. Whatever you have, don't hold on to it. Surrender to the divine, meditate. That's where you're going to get your answers. Sometimes I just feel, it's the last month of the year. You probably need to let go. We all make our goals. We all think through the life, through the year past. What is it that we don't need? Let go of that baggage and move ahead in your in our lives. I think that's what the moon energy is actually trying to tell us. Pile 4, I think hopefully you did get some messages that are going to be helpful for you to make this journey ahead. Thank you, and I really hope you have a wonderful month of December. And thank you once again.